I like the approach. I like with this character, and I feel like they wrote him in a way where I could do this. Is none of this stuff phases him. This is just like, no, he might as well be mowing the grass. And that's so much scarier to me that these evil things are just like, oh yeah, no, just trimming my nails, doing my thing.
Your character, Elias Voigt, is he's a pretty twisted guy, let's just say.
Yeah.
I imagine
Yeah.
it required kind of a darker headspace. Did you have any sort of process on set for how you kind of got into character?
No, I don't really work that way so much. I kind of just tend to do what's on the page. And, when you go to these scenes and you're doing these things, you kind of just get to it's just dark. You're just there already. And I kind of, I like the approach. I like with this character, and I feel like they wrote him in a way where I could do this. Is none of this stuff phases him. This is just like, no, he might as well be mowing the grass. And that's so much scarier to me that these evil things are just like, oh yeah, no, just trimming my nails, doing my thing.
Well, the first two episodes, I was like genuinely chilled. I don't want to like give away spoilers, but there was a moment where I was like, oh, he's going to be someone to be afraid of. And so when you like, how much of like his backstory did you kind of build up in your head or versus what might be on the page?
Luckily I didn't have to build up a lot. The writers kind of already knew who this guy was and where they were going to go. And they were able to tell me that, everything from kind of his origin story, which we get to go into, and, who he is in the normal world when he's not being a serial killer. Cause all these unsubs are people in the world. And, we haven't really been able to go home with them before. And so they told me who he was when he's not being this guy. And so I was able to fold all of that into, what we're doing as we go along. And it's been fun, but yeah, definitely dark.
For sure. And so as you point out, we don't always get to go home with these guys because now it's a whole new format for the show to follow one person over the whole season. So how did it feel for you to like join this established show as a villain that they haven't even done before, like a whole brand new format?
It actually took a little of the pressure off and allowed me to take a little bit of ownership over it because, and that's what they told me when I came in. They're like, look, we're so excited to be rebooting the show and we're excited to be doing it because we love the show. We love the characters, but now it's a little bit more, it's fresher. We get to do it a little different way. And that gave the writers a lot of freedom. I think it's also given the other actors a lot of freedom because there's less of that procedural, like we need to hit this point, that point, and that point. It's more like we're going to get there, but like in a much slower way. So yeah, it allowed me to kind of say, okay, cool. Like I get to take ownership of this. I'm walking into an established machine, but they want to do it a little different. And they asked me to be a part of recreating it.
Are you a fan of the show before you joined? Like, have you seen any past seasons?
Oh, I haven't seen like seasons and seasons, but I've checked in with it over the years. I love it. It's like one of those that if it's on, I always get caught up in the episode. And it's, it's different than the other ones that have been on for so long. It's just, it's more elevated.
I agree completely. I have to sign off now. So thank you so much for talking with me.
Yeah.
Congrats on the role. And I'm so excited to see what comes next.
All right. Thank you so much.